So the other day I was driving and for the past little bit here it's been smelling like antifreeze in my truck, and then I was driving home and it was minus 32 or something like that, and I could see fine and all that, and then as I was getting closer to home my window actually started fogging up again, and so then I figured, well, my heater core must be going, so I went and bought a new one here, and I've never changed one before, so this is new to me, but I figured I would document my process. So here I got this piece taken out, and I took the steering column out of here. It was just held on. Steering column was just held on by these right here. They go up in there, and then these bolts right here come down through here, and then that holds it up. So I took that off out of there, and before you do that, you gotta make sure to unhook your gear selector. It hooks onto here. Don't want to rip that off. And so then I popped, I actually couldn't get this screw out, which you're supposed to do, to take this piece out, but I couldn't get it, so I just kind of pried on it, and I got it out, and then I took this one out. I can get past all these wires here. Took that bolt out, and now I have to take that cover off, and there's a bolt on each side, and you can see right there, and I believe there's 5 along the top that have to come out, and then on the other side, same thing as the driver's side. There's this, which I took my glove compartment out, because as you can see, there's my heater core, and you can see all that nasty shit and where it's leaking. But anyway, so this is the cover I took off the other side, and we're gonna see if I can't get this one out. I don't know if I'll be able to, but you take that out, you take that side thing out, you take this off, and those out, and then the dash should come right out. So I'm just going to try to get this out, and then I'll be right back. Okay, so on this side, I was able to get this undone. So then this just pop out. I think it's easiest if you just start at the top and push your way down the side, or just get a little screwdriver and then just slide it down, and then give it a little. There we go. And that is how you get that off, and it's looks like it got a little twisted, but it should clip back in there. So now what you got is this one that needs to be taken out, and then we can start on here. Just realized there's such a bad antifreeze leak. It's coming right out into the vents. You can see where it's wet down here and all this. Anyway, so next we gotta take these out, and they're just a Phillips. So let's start doing that. Okay, so once you get these little out of here, this just slides right off, and then, oh nice, coffee stains. So then you take this out. Okay, so once you get that cover off, start taking these off. This is a 10mm socket. This thing's pretty stiff. Probably because mine's all full of crap. And then once you get this one off, go around to the other side, take the other one off. It's in the exact same spot. In hindsight, I probably should have taken this out after I took these out, because it's kind of hard to get in underneath here with the steering column out. Okay, so to get this one, or these ones off, these 5 that are up here, I've got about 7 extensions so that it can just be past here, so I can actually get some motion on this. Okay, so I'm just getting this one out. Should be just about done here. And I believe the only one holding this in still is that one. So once I get this out, then I will pop that other one and we'll see if it's free. So now we're starting with this one. Oh yeah, I think it just broke free. Yeah.
Apparently some people don't take this out all the way, they just take it out enough so they can slide it through this. I don't know. Oh Jesus Christ, it's falling on my head. Yeah, I'd say it's definitely free. Okay, I got it. If I can rip, Jesus. It's out.
Now, should just lift on this. I need 2 hands. Just wait. Try to set you up. You need to see me lifting this dash out of here. Okay.
Only this side's coming up. Okay, that's going to move out a little bit. Okay, let's see, right here.
There's these 2 wiring harnesses you gotta unhook. I think this one just lifts out. This one just kind of popped out. So, let's see if you can see it. I'm just gonna try to do that really quick. Okay, so it turns out you don't just pull. I figured after I couldn't get it to lift off, I'd just pull it forward, and that did not work. I do not know what this is, but it needs to move. This is my radio antenna. And there's definitely not enough room to get into that. Holy, that thing's dirty. Okay, I'll find a way to get through this. I had to put this down into first so I had enough room. And then it wouldn't quit beeping, so I went into there and it pulled fuse power locks, fuse 13 there. And that's what runs the roof lights and the beeping and all that. So, and it runs the heated seats too. Maybe that's just mine. I might have messed up, who knows. Okay, we'll get this out of here. Set this over here on the Bobcat. Now this, oh, it looks like I lost a screw up there. There we go. Just took that screw out of there. There wasn't one in there. And this should pop out since I got my Sirius XM run all through here. Kind of just hangs there. What I'm getting to is this black one. And you just unplug that and everything becomes much, much longer. And then actually I should put this back up in here. I'll just leave this hanging for now. I have to go back into there in a little bit. Look at something, but now this black wire, yeah, that's what I thought. Now, since we undid that, this black wire has lots of, yeah, but look how corroded that is, holy. And that's a Phillips, and then there's one down there. That one apparently is hard to get to, and that's where a lot of people say that you have to go into the front and take your computers off the firewall and take some plate off. Take a bunch of that stuff off so that you can move this whole thing back. But I watched another guy and he just took it slow and he got everything to fit in here without doing any of that. And that just looks like a bunch of extra work that I don't want to do. Okay, this is the ground. It's supposed to keep these things non-corrosive or make it so that they don't corrode. Did a really good job on mine, as you can see. This screw, just put that down there. And then this. Oh, there's one more. That's why. I was wondering why it wasn't loose. Now to get that one back there. Not too sure what to do. I know this. I'm just gonna cut it. Actually, I should probably unhook it from up here first, which I have not done yet. You unhook them from here, and I'm gonna try to pull them back. These hoses are in good shape. We're gonna see. No, I can't do that by hand. Okay, we got these tiny little Mastercraft pliers. Hopefully they work. Oh yeah. Just squeeze these together. Actually, I guess I should go up because there's a bracket there. Okay, I got that one. And then this one. Yeah. And then just right up and around. And you just reach in here. I did not drain my antifreeze, so these might leak. I gotta pull those off now. Now, the next thing to do, it'd be nice if I had a little bit more room. So I need to move that too. Now what you do is take a hacksaw, cut these like right about here. Okay, so once you get these cut, you just kind of put your screwdriver under there, get some leverage. And this is your heater core. That's what a very disgusting heater core looks like. It should not be that bad. Way harder than everyone said it was going to be. And them hoses out of there. So tricky. Now I gotta wipe all this shit up. But this is what the hoses look like afterwards. Bent the shit out of them. Sticking screwdrivers down them and stuff. And now we got the new one. Looks a little bit nicer than the other one. And it just slides right down in that hole where we pulled the other one out. So after playing around with it enough, we got this new one in there, and I'm just gonna put that back on there. But we did not have to bring it out. I'm sure it would have been a lot easier, but we just got that in there. And now I gotta clean up all that antifreeze, and then we gotta stick these hoses back on in there and hook it back up to the motor. And then I gotta put the whole dash back together, and then it's done.